Representative of the South African Parliament at the Pan-African Parliament, Mdumiseni Ntuli, has raised concerns about other members labelling South Africa as xenophobic. Ntuli says everybody is welcome in the country and South Africans are not xenophobic. This follows protests in South Africa against undocumented immigration, and the government has taken a decision to deport those without proper documentation to their respective countries. Ntuli says the issue needs thorough discussions for the rest of the continent to understand South Africa's position.
We've been very concerned as South Africans that the level of debate, the understanding of the nature of the problem we're confronted with did not permeate in the interventions that were made by various members of parliament. But what rather emerged was people who are driven by a particular narrative that South Africans are inherently xenophobic, which is something that we categorically reject and are opposed to as South Africans. And we want to make the point very clear that everybody is welcome in our country. South Africa was assisted by the rest of the continent in the struggle for our own liberation. But it has equally made its own major contributions in terms of the economic development in the continent. And we've never seen that as a transactional relationship. We've understood that as a revolutionary task that we have as South Africans and as Africans in general. And the mere fact that other people are raising that as the basis upon which they are questioning our country's legitimacy and genuinity in terms of dealing with the issue remains a matter of serious concern to us. I must conclude by saying that our own calculations as we're observing the debates here and the numbers in the House at the time in which the motion was adopted, we are convinced that we did not have a quorum as Pan-African Parliament to adopt that motion. And we're going to lodge a formal complaint to the clerk of the Pan-African Parliament as well as the President of the Pan-African